Linda Mitchell.
Hi, I'm Linda Mitchell. I'm an author, a champion fitness competitor, a gym owner, and a top 50 podcast host of the Sisterhood of Sweat. And how I got into podcasting was I was injuring myself when I was competing, and I thought, wow, when you're ripping all of your limbs from the pelvis, you can't outrun a bad diet. So I just really, how I got into podcasting was I heard from one listen, I was hooked. I heard Lewis House talking about when he was molested as a child. And it really touched me in a significant way because I too was when I was 8. It changed my entire life in just one listen. At 55 years old, I released from Secrets of Shame and Guilt. And I was so inspired. I shot straight to the top. I wanted to be on the Steve Harvey show. I put it on every single vision board. My husband and I went to the Steve Harvey show together. I asked the universe to be on, and I was on. I met the producer. I was in every clip for almost a couple years. My husband and I were on some Todd Chrisley clip where he says, she's not a hoe, but she has hoe behavior. And we're like, we weren't even at the show. So, I wanted to be a guest, is what it was. I should have been specific to the universe, because I was in the front row with all these new friends with my book, but never on the show, actually, as a guest. So be specific. You've got to be willing to go to extremes to get what you want sometimes. And my friend Dina, who's a fitness competitor, really taught me that at Blogfest. World Idea Blogfest, she wanted a t-shirt. She wanted it so bad that she was doing handstands and backflips when the guy told her no. And literally, she got the t-shirt. She had a whole crowd there. And I'm thinking, I guess I don't want a t-shirt that bad. But what do I want that bad? She said to me, I get what I want. That's Dina. And I thought, what do I want that bad? You know, how hard are you willing to work for it? Are you willing to get uncomfortable? Are you willing to go to the mattresses for what you want? Today I'm going to teach you how to go to the mattresses for a great guest. You've got to get creative. You've got to get on their radar. You've got to get in the room with them. This is Tim's story of Oversoul Sunday. I asked a question at the Summit of Greatness, Lewis House, and he remembered me when I was in the audience. I was nervous as heck because public speaking was never my thing. And I literally told him, Tim Story, I'd love to have you on my podcast. What do I got to do? Stand on my head to get you on? And that was what did it. I sent him a picture of me in a headstand. I just do what I got to do to get on the radar. When my husband and I first got married, we almost went belly up with this apartment building we bought. And so I gave him some advice. I said, only buy a home or rental property that you would live in. And I think that's the same for getting a great guest. Only get a guest that inspires you to take action, that moves the needle for you, that is life-changing for other people. Don't get guests you would never listen to yourself. And to get a great guest and hook them in, you've got to sign up for their coursework, go to their lectures, get in the room with them. Who are they following? Who do they like? What are they promoting? How can you get them on your podcast? And hooking in a great guest, sometimes you just really have to get creative. With the money maven Patrice Washington, I literally had a picture, posted it on Instagram, tagged her, and she introduced me to the whole room at a huge convention. So, when you have your socks knocked off by somebody, that is a sign of a great guest. Listening to them is life-changing. They inspire you to take action, and their introduction catapults you to a whole new level. I'm standing with Alex Benayan of The Third Door. I literally ran into him in the hallway. I'm a podcaster. I was babbling on and on like a raving lunatic. I wanted to have him on my show. I was just beside myself. I was so embarrassed of myself at first until I heard his story, how he was waiting for Mark Zuckerberg underneath a tree and almost got arrested and thrown in jail. So then I wasn't so ashamed about it when I thought about it later. But really, you've got to get uncomfortable to get what you want in life. And if you can't go in the front door or the third door, you've got to make your own door.